Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashoda Nandana Braja Janaranjana. Yashoda Nandana Braja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. What number is written on the board?
212.
212. Thank you. Reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila, second chapter, verse number 12. I don't know about the meter. Tanhara Angera Sudha Kirana Mandala Tanhara Angera Sudha Kirana Mandala Upanishad Kahe Tanre Brahma Sunirmala Upanishad Kahe Tanre Brahma Sunirmala Upanishad Kahe Tanre Brahma Sunirmala Tanhara Angera Sudha Kirana Mandala Upanishad Kahe Tanre Brahma Sunirmala Tanhara Angera Sudha Kirana Mandala Upanishad Kahe Tanre Brahma Sunirmala. Anybody else? Tanhara Angera Sudha Kirana Mandala Upanishad Kahe Tanre Brahma Sunirmala. Kelka? Tanhara Angera Sudha Kirana Mandala Upanishad Kahe Tanre Brahma Sunirmala. Mataji? Tanhara Angera Sudha Kirana Mandala Upanishad Kahe Tanre Brahma Sunirmala. Tanhara Angera Sudha Kirana Mandala Upanishad Kahe Tanre Brahma Sunirmala. Word to word translation. Tanhara, his, Angera, of the body, Sudha, pure, Kirana, of rays, Mandala, realm, Upanishad, the Upanishads, Kahe, say, Tanre, unto that, Brahma, Brahman, Sunirmala, transcendental. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. What the Upanishads call the transcendental impersonal Brahman is the realm of the glowing effulgence of the same Supreme Person. Purport. A mantra of the Munduka Upanishad gives information regarding bodily effulgence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It says, Hiranmaye pare koshe virajam brahma nishkalam tachubram jyotisham jyotish tadyat atma vido vidu na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam nema vidyato banti kuto yam agnihi tam eva bhantam anubhati sarvam tasya bhasa sarvam idam vibhati brahmanaivedam amrutam purustad brahma paschad brahma dakshinatas chottarena adaschordvam cha prastratam brahmai vedam vishwam idam varshitam. In the spiritual realm, beyond the material covering is the unlimited Brahman effulgence, which is free from material contamination. That effulgence, white light, is understood by transcendentalists to be the light of all lights. In that realm, there is no need of sunshine, moonshine, fire or electricity for illumination. Indeed, whatever illumination appears in the material world is only a reflection of that supreme illumination. That Brahman is in front and in back and in the north, in the south, east, west, and also overhead and below. In other words, the Supreme Brahman effulgence spreads throughout both the material and spiritual skies. Brahman is powerful, it's all over material and spiritual skies. Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Mukam karoti vachalam pangam langaite grim yatkripadamaham vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam. Vanchakalpa tarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you all for being here this morning. I would like to share some of my realizations on this shloka. We are in Chaitanya Charitamrita. It's a very special book. As you know, Lord Chaitanya is also very special. It only comes once in a day of Brahma. So this book is also considered, Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj says that if you are drowning, I think he was in Assam one time, there is a lot of floods there. So if you are drowning, you have 3 books with you. Which are those 3 books you are carrying? Anyone? Sorry? Okay, so you are carrying these 3 books with you and the water is going up and up. You are having a big difficulty. He said, you can let go Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita, you can keep. It's okay. The water goes up, the problems go up, You can let go Bhagavatam, you can hold on to CC. It's also considered Chaitanya Charitamrita. Bhagavad Gita is the word of Krishna, right? Song of Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam is the what of Krishna? Srimad Bhagavatam is considered the mind of Krishna. Chaitanya Charitamrita is considered?
The heart.
Come on, try. You see, you think about it, Krishna, you talk about something, you think about something, what do you do next? React. So it's the activities of Krishna. So if you want to know Krishna, you have to know what he says, what his devotees talk about him, what does he do. But it's also quite bewildering in Kali Yuga to see what Krishna wants us to do. You could see in Chaitanya Charitamrita, what he does is, he comes, the Supreme Lord himself, he comes to the material world and he performs his activities and he tells us that this is I like, this is I don't like, don't do it. If you want to be my devotee, this is how you should be. It's very simple. If you Srila Prabhupada said that, thank you Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada said that in Bengal there is a saying, the mother corrects the daughter. Anyone needs French translation? I think I can see mostly French devotees here. Philip, voudrais introduction? Oui? Oui? Someone can try? I know you're busy doing something. Christopher?
I did not understand, I did not follow.
Come, sit here, I will make you understand.
Okay. Translation, no?
Please, thank you.
Give me microphone. I can speak loud also.
So Prabhupada said that, in India, back then, the Prabhupada's time, the culture was strong that, if you want to correct someone, nowadays we just jump in and we, pat, correction. No, it should be done in such a way, it should be constructive. So, Srila Prabhupada said that mother in Bengali there is a saying that the mother corrects the daughter-in-law by correcting the daughter. Everyone get the context? Okay, go ahead.
Donc, c'est une phrase. Prabhupada, il expliquait aux dévots qu'en Inde, la culture est c'est une grande culture complexe, complète, et il expliquait qu'il y a une façon pour corriger les gens. Dans la société moderne dans laquelle on vit, on corrige les gens comme ça, on te corrige directement de façon pas très sensible. Et Prabhupada expliquait qu'en Inde, par exemple, la mère, il y a une façon pour corriger, il y a une façon de faire pour corriger quelqu'un. Et la mère, il donne cet exemple de la mère bengali pour corriger sa belle-fille, elle corrige sa fille. Elle ne va pas corriger directement sa belle-fille. Elle corrige sa fille en face de sa belle-fille, comme ça elle va comprendre.
That's how the daughter-in-law gets the message that I shouldn't do things certain way. I should do the things in such a way it pleases my mother-in-law.
Donc oui, voilà, comme ça la belle-fille va comprendre, ah oui, pour que je fasse, elle va comprendre à travers.
In the same way, the Supreme Lord shows us with his personal associates.
De la même façon, Dieu, la personne suprême, nous montre ça avec ses associés.
That every personality in Lord Chaitanya's pastimes, they're not ordinary personalities.
Chaque personne dans les passe-temps de Chaitanya, c'est pas des personnes ordinaires.
While correcting them, Lord Chaitanya is telling that if you want to please Krishna, you should behave in certain way.
Donc en les corrigeant, le Seigneur Chaitanya nous explique que pour satisfaire Krishna, il faudrait agir d'une certaine façon.
Who did Lord Chaitanya correct? We are in the context, in the purport here. It's Brahman is everywhere, but the Supreme Lord is above Brahman.
Donc qu'est-ce que Chaitanya est en train de corriger dans le purport en question?
Anybody can answer? Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, very good, thank you. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya from the spiritual realm. Who is he originally in the spiritual realm?
Qui est
Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya.
Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya dans le monde spirituel?
Anybody knows?
Des concepts.
As I said, everyone is very, very unique. They are very powerful potencies. They have the potency to. Madhavendra Puri Prabhu always quote that in the blink of an eye they can liberate the whole universe, like everyone can go back to Godhead, all these personalities.
Donc c'est des personnalités qui sont très puissantes, qui ont une grande position, et Madhavendra Puri Prabhu dit souvent que le Seigneur Chaitanya dit que ses associés peuvent libérer l'univers en un claquement de doigts infiniment de ciel.
So Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya in the spiritual realm is the guru of the demigods.
Donc j'ai toujours pas
Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya.
Donc Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, c'est dans le monde spirituel, c'est le monde spirituel des demi-dieux.
Brihaspati.
Brihaspati.
It's when he was here on planet Earth, he was the head pujari of the Jagannath Puri temple.
Quand il était ici sur Terre, il était le chef pujari du temple de Jagannath Puri.
He's a very powerful scholar.
Un scolaire.
Everyone was scared of him to debate with him.
Et tout le monde avait peur de débattre avec lui.
Who else Lord Chaitanya makes from impersonal to personalist?
Donc, qui d'autre le Seigneur Chaitanya a transformé d'un personnaliste à personnaliste?
Prakashananda. Nice. You can also read in Lord teachings of Lord Chaitanya, the conversation between Prakashananda Saraswati and Lord Chaitanya. Very powerful.
Dans les enseignements de Chaitanya, du livre de Srila Prabhupada, on voit la discussion entre le Seigneur Chaitanya et
Prakashananda Saraswati. Nanda Saraswati.
Locanananda, Saraswati, c'est très puissant.
Who else got, in general, who else got converted from being an impersonalist to a personalist? In general, not just Lord Chaitanya's, but...
Et en général, qui d'autre a été transformé de personnaliste d'un personnaliste à personnaliste, pas seulement par le Seigneur Chaitanya.
Yes, Prabhu.
All the Mayavadi sannyasis at one point they were all gathered.
With Prakashananda Saraswati, they were all with him.
Okay.
Yeah. Varanasi.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Very good. In general, okay, what else? Who else? Four Kumaras. Four Kumaras were... There is Mayavadis, there is Brahmavadis. So four Kumaras were Brahmavadis. Brahmavadi means they kind of consider Brahman is higher, but Mayavadis are like mostly, they're intensely that you can be Krishna, I can be Krishna. This is Mayavad philosophy. Brahmavadis are more kind of like God is an energy, he exists maybe in the form of this, maybe in the form of that. So this is Brahmavad philosophy. Oh, okay. So Mayavadi philosophy is, they think that I am God, you are God, we all are God.
Donc la philosophie Mayavadi, ils pensent que tout le monde est Dieu.
Brahmavadi philosophy is God is energy, he's somewhere else, someone, like it's an energy which controls us. So this is Brahmavadi philosophy.
Et donc Brahmavadi, c'est la philosophie, c'est Dieu quelque part d'autre, c'est son énergie contrôle tout.
So the four Kumaras, when they meet before they meet Lord Vishnu, they were Brahmavadis.
Donc les 4 Kumaras, avant de rencontrer le Seigneur Vishnu, ils étaient Brahmavadis.
The minute they smell the tulsi on the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, they became devotees.
Et à la minute où ils ont senti les fleurs de Tulasi qui émanaient des pieds, non? Qui étaient sur les pieds de Krishna, et ils sont devenus Vaishnava.
See, anything we do in life, say if you're going to America, you haven't been to America, you're always thinking about it, right? But at the same time, your thinking may not give you accuracy, right?
Donc on peut penser à vouloir aller aux États-Unis, mais on n'a pas clairement une idée précise, quoi.
So, but when you go to America, go to a specific restaurant or your uncle's house, your auntie's house, everything becomes, train becomes specific, the color of the house becomes specific, your auntie's toothbrush becomes specific, everything is specific, right? Everything is accurate.
Une fois qu'on se rend à cet endroit, tout devient précis, très précis. On peut voir les choses clairement.
So, this concept of impersonalism is for those who are not ready to accept that God is a person. He wears Samantaka jewel, he wears Vaijayanti garland. If you explain to them, that doesn't exist for their level.
Donc les impersonnalistes, ils n'ont pas fait l'expérience de Dieu.
So,
ils y pensent, mais ils n'ont pas l'expérience précise et claire.
So this is a gradual evolution. At one stage we were also kind of impersonalists or Brahmavadis. By some good fortune of pure devotees and spread these glories of Krishna's personal message, then we get in contact with devotees and we are now here accepting Krishna. You see, you go in the back room, if you try to mix Lord Chaitanya's jewelry and Radharani's jewelry, you get in trouble, man, seriously.
Et donc, nous aussi, c'était notre cas, et par la miséricorde de Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, on a pu découvrir le côté personnel de Dieu.
So it's the same thing in the spiritual world. Everything is according to Krishna's desire. His garland is specific, his hair is specific, everything, every name Krishna has specifies the way he eats, the way he walks, what he wears. There is a famous shloka.
Donc Dieu dans le monde spirituel, tout est spécifique, il y a une façon précise avec laquelle il s'habille, avec laquelle il va manger, etc. Et il nous explique tout ça.
There is this famous shloka, I'll try to recite it. Badafiram natavaravapu karanayor karunikaram Randranvenur sudarayadarayor gopa vrindar vrindaranyam. Sorry, I'm not getting the full shloka. I wish I had. These are the two, there are two shlokas. When Shukadev Goswami was in the forest, Shukadev Goswami was looking for the absolute. He just leaves home. Okay, go ahead.
Donc il y a deux shlokas qui parlent de Shukadev Goswami. Et Shukadev Goswami, dans sa recherche de la vérité absolue, il est parti de sa maison.
So when he leaves home just so that he doesn't want to get entangled with the family life, so he was wandering in the forest.
Donc, il a quitté la maison, il ne voulait pas être embêté avec la vie de famille et il marchait dans la forêt.
Sukadev Goswami's father is Vyasadev, Srila Vyasadev. So what he was trying to do, you see, our compiler of all the books for us is Srila Vyasadev.
Donc le père de Shukadev Goswami, c'était Vyasadev qui a compilé les Védas.
So still there is father's responsibility is not fully over by giving birth to a son.
Oui, donc la responsabilité du père, c'est pas juste de donner naissance à l'enfant.
Until unless the samskaras are fully done, Garbhadana samskara is the beginning one. At the end, also Upanayanam is the one they give the thread. Okay, go ahead.
Donc tant que tous les samskars, mais je n'ai pas la fin de la phrase, mais il y a différents samskars à faire, enfin que les parents doivent faire pour l'enfant. Et une fois tant qu'ils ne sont pas faits,
ultimately, Dvija Shrestha, the father takes the responsibility even to give the son to a guru, Dvija Shrestha.
Et donc, le père est responsable de l'enfant jusqu'à ce qu'il donne à un gourou.
So, none of these samskaras were done for Shukadev Goswami. So, what was the father was in anxiety that he was trying to get him back from the forest.
Et donc, Shukadev Goswami, il avait reçu aucune de ses samskars, de ses cérémonies aussi. Donc.
But he was not coming out of the forest. So he chose two of his disciples, Vyasadev, and he sent them into the forest and he gave them these two shlokas.
Donc Srila Vyasadev était très anxieux qu'il ne revienne pas, son fils de la forêt, donc il a envoyé deux de ses disciples en leur donnant ces deux shlokas.
The one I quoted is from 10th canto.
Donc celui que j'ai cité, il est du 10e chant.
It explains that Badavitam Natavaravapu Karanayor Karunikapam. It explains that, everything is specific there. Krishna is walking in a certain way, he is wearing Vaijayanti Mala, he is wearing this Kastuba jewel. Okay, go ahead.
Et donc dans ce verset, il explique que dans le monde spirituel, enfin Krishna, il a une façon particulière de faire chaque chose.
This explains Krishna's external bodily features.
Et
it's so beautiful.
Ce verset explique les caractéristiques du corps de Krishna.
And then the next shloka, anyone knows what is the second shloka Shukadev Goswami gives to his disciples? The famous shloka from third canto. In the third canto there is this shloka. So I'm trying to recollect this shloka. This is the same shloka when Mukunda and Pundarik Vidyanidhi meet. Pundarik Vidyanidhi was like fully in materialistic kind of person, and then the minute this shloka was quoted, the shloka is Krishna is. Sorry, I'm trying to get this shloka out of me. It's there, it's not coming out. The shloka is Aho Bakiyam Stanakalakutam. That's the starting line, only first one. Sorry, I can give you the slokas. This is a very nice sloka also. Krishna is such a merciful person that this lady, Putana, came to give him poison. Huh?
Donc Krishna est tellement miséricordieux que le démon Putana qui était venu lui donner du poison.
And Krishna is such, if someone comes to give us poison and kill us, what will we do? At least we run away from them, right?
Et nous, qu'est-ce qu'on ferait si quelqu'un venait nous donner du poison? On s'en fout.
The worst thing, the minimum thing we will do is we will not think about them, at least just to keep our peace, maintain a distance. But what did Krishna do?
Donc on n'aurait pas de sentiment de bon augure envers ces gens. Mais qu'est-ce que Krishna lui a fait?
What did Krishna do? She gave him the breast milk. She put poison on her breast, and she gave Krishna the milk so that she can kill Krishna.
Donc ce qu'elle avait fait, c'est qu'elle avait mis du poison en son sein et elle a commencé à allaiter Krishna et elle comptait le tuer comme ça.
Krishna gave her the place of his mother in the spiritual world.
Krishna est tellement miséricordieux qu'il a accepté comme sa mère, il a donné la place de mère dans le monde spirituel.
Even though our intentions are evil, but Krishna accepts, okay, you have come, see our intentions are bad, but Krishna's intention is always absolutely transcendental towards us.
Donc même si elle avait des mauvaises intentions, et nous aussi parfois on a des mauvaises intentions, Krishna, ses intentions à lui, elles sont transcendantales, elles sont pures.
So he gave the position of the nurse in the spiritual realm.
Donc, dans la réalité spirituelle, il a donné à Putana la place de nourrice.
So these are the two shlokas Shukadev Goswami heard from the disciples of Srila Vasudeva. And then he was having matted hair. He was going all over the forest. The minute he heard these two shlokas, he wanted to find them. He wanted to speak to them. Please tell me who is quoting these shlokas. I want to come and learn this knowledge about Krishna. Who is this person? He's so beautiful. Who is this person who has got such a wonderful character?
Et donc à la minute où il a entendu ces deux shlokas, Shukadev Goswami, il a eu envie de savoir, il a demandé aux disciples, mais dites-moi, qui est Krishna? C'est qui cette personne? Je veux savoir qui c'est.
He had matted hair and he was naked. I don't know if you know Shukadev Goswami. He was completely naked. His clothes were 4 directions.
Et donc Shukadev Goswami, il était toujours nu.
Please do not try to imitate.
N'essayez pas
Don't
de
get
Shukadev
Don't
Goswami.
get inspired. So they thought he was a ghost because he was not well dressed.
Et donc ils ont vu qu'il avait une allure vraiment étrange.
They start to run away from him.
Et donc ils sont partis, ils ont couru, ils ont peur.
But somehow Sukadev Goswami gets hold of them and begs them, please take me to your guru.
Et d'une façon ou d'une autre, Shukadev Goswami il a mis la main sur eux et il a dit s'il vous plaît, emmenez-moi avec vous.
But who is the guru? It's your father.
Bien savait, le père de Shukadev, alors c'était le gourou de ces deux.
So he goes back, he gets all the knowledge again from the father, and then he's ready now to recite the Srimad Bhagavatam for all of us.
Donc il est retourné apprendre le Srimad Bhagavatam auprès de son père et ensuite il nous l'a distribué.
Yeah. So this knowledge about Srila Prabhupada was emphasizing so much that we are also very clear what is Paramatma feature, what is Brahman feature, what is Bhagavan feature. Srila Prabhupada was making the point that we should be aware, we should have the knowledge about Bhagavan aspect, Brahman aspect, and the Paramatma aspect.
Donc Srila Prabhupada dans ses livres, il nous informe qu'il faut qu'on connaisse les 3 aspects de Dieu, qui sont Brahman, Paramatma et Bhagavan, et qu'on doit être chacun de ces aspects.
It is very nicely explained here that spiritual realm, the Brahman is pervading everywhere, and it is actually like conducting, creating, destroying. In one way, the impersonalists are right that everything emanates from Brahman.
Et donc dans le purport, Prabhupada nous explique comment Brahman, l'aspect de de Brahman, tout est Brahman, le Brahman, suprême Brahman détruit tout, tout est créé, tout se détruit. Et dans un sens, les Mayavadis ont raison.
So their philosophy is like this, that when Lord Ramachandra comes, say this is Brahman, Lord Ramachandra comes, they say that it's in the Brahman stage, even there, it's an impersonal stage. He enters through Brahman, he takes a form. From here, he gets a form and he becomes Lord Ramachandra or Lord Krishna.
Ok, donc les Mayavadis, leur philosophie, par exemple avec Lord Ramachandra, c'est que Ramachandra, c'est une incarnation du vide du tout impersonnel.
But for us, personalists, Brahmavadis, what we take is, no, Lord Krishna has his planet, Lord Rama has his planet. They descend from their planet, even though they enter through the Brahman, Brahman doesn't affect them, but they come to the material world as they are.
Et donc, mais nous, dans notre philosophie, les Ramachandra et toutes les autres incarnations, ils ont leur propre planète et ils ne sont pas affectés, c'est pas des représentations du vide impersonnel.
Because the concept of impersonalism, they think that, oh, God cannot be a person because God can be an energy, because it is all pervading. Okay, maybe I can be a bit slow, I can repeat. So the concept of impersonalists is that they think that one person cannot control everything.
Donc les impersonnalistes pensent qu'une personne ne peut pas tout contrôler.
That's what Krishna is saying. Here it is explained in the purport that God is a person, impersonal aspect is his energy.
Donc là, dans le purport, Prabhupada nous explique que Dieu est une personne et que l'aspect impersonnel, c'est son énergie.
So, Prabhupada gives the example of like Prime Minister and his power.
Donc Prabhupada donne l'exemple du Premier ministre et des pouvoirs qu'il a.
The local post office in AKA or Lucille is not directly under the Prime Minister. Prime Minister is doing his activities and decision making, or President of France.
Donc l'administration à Écueillé n'est pas directement sous contrôle du Premier ministre.
But
indirectement.
Indirectly, he is still responsible for this post office in the local village.
Mais indirectement, le Premier ministre, il est responsable, il a le pouvoir sur l'administration du village local.
There's a sloka in the Bhagavad Gita, I think it's 14th chapter, Brahmanohi Patishtoham. It's Krishna says, Brahman is resting on me.
Donc il y a un verset dans la Bhagavad Gita où Krishna dit que le Brahman repose sur moi.
Yeah. So that means, you see, the Prime Minister aspect is very, very nice example.
Vous voyez, l'exemple du Premier ministre, c'est un très très bon exemple.
Because when the Prime Minister or the President comes to this post office, everyone identifies the authority, the power of this person.
Parce que quand le Premier ministre ou le Président vient au village, tout le monde sait qu'il a le pouvoir.
It's the same when Krishna comes to the material world, still all the material elements, all the sages or advanced souls can identify Krishna.
Les personnes qui font partie de son administration, tous les sages, toutes les âmes réalisées, comprennent que Krishna c'est Dieu, la personne suprême.
But the ones like us who are conditioned cannot identify Krishna.
Mais ceux comme nous qui sont conditionnés, on ne comprend pas Krishna, que Krishna est Dieu.
Yeah, Krishna, when he comes, he also explains us that, come back to me, my realm is, is a happy place to be.
Krishna, il nous dit, quand il vient, il nous dit, revenez au monde spirituel.
And, it gives slokas like Madhyakshena Prakriti Suyate Characharam Hetuna Nena Kaunteya Jagat Viparivartate. Under my direction, this material energy is working. He himself is claiming that. Who can say that?
Donc il dit, sous ma direction, tout l'univers matériel marche.
Our head pujari can say, under my direction, the deity worship is going on, right?
Qui peut dire ça? Le chef pujari peut dire, oui, sous mon pouvoir, le département des pujaris, il tourne. Quoi.
In the same way, the cook can say, is cooking for many devotees, he can say, under my direction, the kitchen is functioning.
Et donc le cuisinier aussi, il peut dire, sous ma direction, vous voyez, la cuisine, elle fonctionne.
Krishna is saying, under my direction, the whole Prakriti is functioning.
Et Krishna dit, sous ma direction, l'entière Prakriti fonctionne.
So, this energy which pervades is not independent of Krishna.
Donc toute cette énergie, je sais pas trop comment dire. Prakriti, tout ça, oh, this pervading energy. Donc toute
Nature, material nature.
L'entière création, elle fonctionne. Krishna dit toute l'entière création, c'est grâce à moi qu'elle fonctionne.
Krishna also explains that this maya metam charanti.
Donc Krishna nous dit aussi que c'est très dur de se défaire de Maya.
Yeah, it's very difficult to, which consists of 3 material modes. He says that it's very difficult to overcome.
Il dit que ces 3 modes de la nature matérielle sont très très durs à dépasser.
And which anyone knows what is the sloka Krishna explains the difference between personal path and impersonal path in the Bhagavad Gita?
Est-ce que quelqu'un sait ou quel verset dans la Bhagavad Gita Krishna explique la différence entre l'aspect impersonnel et l'aspect personnel?
Krishna very clearly explains this impersonal path is very difficult. Bhakti Shastris, where are all the scholars? 12.5. Klesho diktaraste avyakta sakta murtinam. This sloka Krishna explains himself, this path, impersonal path is very difficult. Because today we are saying that Swami Vivekananda, tomorrow we say Sai Baba. You see, this is after them, where do we go? This is not absolute, Their philosophies differ. But you see, Vaishnava Siddhanta is so powerful. It's, we grew up in a culture, the deity my parents worship has got no beginning, no end. The deity is not handmade. So, for us it's like, we don't see deity as a stone,
Et donc, dans le verset 5 du chapitre 12 de la Bhagavad Gita, Krishna dit que le lavement impersonnel est, pour la réalisation spirituelle est très très dur. Et Lochan Prabhu nous disait que par exemple on peut voir des gourous impersonnalistes qui ne sont pas reliés en fait à une succession disciplique qui fait valeur d'autorité. Alors à partir du moment où ils partent, il reste rien en fait. Il reste rien dans l'enseignement parce que l'enseignement n'est pas éternel. Alors que nous, notre succession disciplique elle est éternelle et tout ce qu'on a, ça a de la valeur. Et même si le maître spirituel part, ou... Enfin, vous avez compris, je pense.
It's okay. Sorry, I sometimes talk too long. I'm trying to be conscious of that. So yeah, this is something that we can exchange love with Krishna. We can give food to Krishna. Krishna doesn't need our food. This is, like Sangeeta. She gives me a, little thing to eat. It makes us happy. So Krishna is the same. Someone gives him a fruit. Someone gives him a plate of prasad. Sometimes when I came to France, I was thinking, my God, why did Prabhupada start this temple in the middle of the forest? So difficult to maintain. We are struggling so much. We have no money. We have all the problems. But the realization is, thank you, Prabhupada, you gave us this temple. Thankful that deities are here. We can, the pujaris we have, like the devotees' devotion is. You look at these devotees, it's like blows you away. I go with Namacharya, my wife sometimes. All they think is, I want to buy this tractor for digging something for New Mayapur, or my wife is saying, we can buy this stand to put the plates, or all their meditation is just temple and Krishna. This is Krishna consciousness. Sorry, Prabhu. I think everyone understood what I said.
Et donc, mais Krishna il voit l'intention, on peut lui offrir une fleur, de l'eau, un fruit, comme un parent avec son enfant, il va accepter ce que l'enfant. Je peux pas, c'est trop.
I think everyone got it. Everyone got it. Sorry, Prabhu. Thank you very much for being patient with me. So yeah, this aspect of impersonal, we have to come out. We have to. That takes time. That takes, as I said, I grew up with these Indians. It's easy for us to. But the alternative is we can also see the Sankirtan movement is not based on deity worship. We are here to go out and give this philosophy to everyone. That's Sankirtan means our whole thing is based on chanting Krishna's name every day. We start developing a relation. Gradually we will come to the platform where we will fall in love with deities. We will, spontaneously think about how I can please Krishna every day. Like my spiritual master, he was leaving to Australia. He had a box of good dates, Um, I said, okay, you're leaving tomorrow. I wanted to relieve some burden for him, I said, okay, give me the box of dates. I will give it to Pujari tomorrow. I said, he himself, next day, he came to morning program. He carried the box of dates, give it to, like Pujari, that over there, right in front of Krishna. It's like, we're all children of Krishna. Krishna sees this, that, oh, today, who grow the dates? It's Krishna, right? Krishna produced, Krishna gave us the intelligence to grow the dates. Krishna gave us the material elements, air, water, ether, everything. And then he gives us the opportunity to give it back to him. And then he's pleased. It's incredible, isn't it? He creates everything, he receives everything, and then he liberates us from this cycle of birth and death. It's incredible. Everything is there. Only thing missing is our attitude, our consciousness. We have to fine-tune it. There is nothing like Krishna consciousness. We just have to jump in and do the best we can to Krishna. Yeah, gradually, every day aspect is important. No worries. It's okay. Any questions? I think we have 5 minutes. Devotees can ask questions. Thank you for, sorry, as my name is Gopaswami Prabhu today. If you have any corrections. Yes, Vidura.
It's not necessarily related to class, but I've asked myself the question several times. Is when you read Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, most of the time when he speaks about God, he would say Hari, whereas Srila Prabhupada would always say Krishna. And even you see sometimes in the Bhagavatam it's written Rishikesh or something, Prabhupada always like Krishna. So, and even Bhaktivinoda Thakur also he says Hari a lot, so I was wondering why Prabhupada doesn't use it as much and just put no, I don't know.
Me neither. When I see them I can ask.
I think because of the context that he's using this knowledge in other contexts, so he has to increase the point because we in the West we don't have too much the power of understanding that you have in the other side of the world.
Yes. That's why the Sankirtan movement, the emphasis is more on, there are temples where I've been to, there's no deities. You see, this is a gradual thing. I always meditate that, you see, if you go to any temple anywhere, mostly only the full-time devotees live there. Even though they do some outreach programs, like we have our volunteering program, it's very limited. Here we kind of like give the full exposure that anyone can, not just Harinam, not just deity worship, that devotees can, kind of take up anything they like. But as I said, maybe Krishna willing, at one stage we can also kind of regulate it or kind of make it on different levels. That, as you know, everyone gets attracted to the kirtan. You call them impersonalists, you call them non-believers, because it's a sound vibration. That's what attracts everyone, and the music and the persons who sing it. Why not? We just fall in love. But the deity worship takes time. Even for me, I come from South India. South India, if you say Krishna is above Narayana, Rama or Vishnu, we cannot accept it. You try hard, but it took me so much time to accept that from Krishna Narayana comes. I was always convinced that from Narayana comes all the avatars. So this, what Krishna is saying in the Bhagavad Gita, you see, there is partly our effort and the other part is Krishna is going to give it to us. Until unless Krishna gives it to us, it's not revealed. But again, as I said, with our attitude, with our service, okay, I may not understand certain things now, but I know I like prasadam, I like to chant, I'll still do it for a certain time and see how I feel. It's just like I give you a jar of honey. If I ask you to tell me without opening and tasting it, it's the same. So Krishna consciousness is the same. We have to do our 50% endeavor. Krishna will, the famous shloka, 10th chapter, verse number 10, I think. 10th chapter Bhagavad Gita, last 10, 12. Chetasat, no. Krishna says that with a shining lamp, Kampartam, aham agyana jam tava, nasyami atma bhavasto jnana deepena bhasvata. He says that with a shining lamp of knowledge, Krishna is saying, I will do it. With a shining lamp of knowledge, I will eradicate the darkness which is in your heart. Who has to do it? We have to do little endeavor and Krishna will do that. So yeah, it takes time. Deity worship is sure is not everyone's cup of tea straight away. But trust me, once you go into the back room, you will become like, I've seen devotees cry that sometimes deities don't get proper food. This is emotion. This is love for Krishna. I've seen devotees like, going in absolute rage that Krishna is, someone put a pin on Krishna. It's painful for us. So it's, yeah, Prabhupada gives the example that you say, the mailbox, the post office is somewhere, but if you see mailboxes in the villages, you can put the letter in the mailbox, which is bona fide mailbox. The mailbox goes to the main mail center, post office, and then it go to America or Russia or somewhere, wherever you want to send it. Krishna consciousness is the same. The deity is here. See, it is connected to the main Krishna. Whatever you offer to Krishna here, he is accepting it. And for Krishna, if post can do it, what about Krishna? Krishna can accept wherever he is, whatever we offer. Of course, bona fide things. Anything else? I hope I answered your question. I didn't confuse you more. Yeah, it's good fortune for us. We grew up with so many miraculous things all around us. But also I was not interested with all these swamis. But for me, I even saw Prabhupada and the chanting. I was always thinking, probably it's from past life. I was always thinking, this process seems to be nice, I never spent time in ISKCON in India, but I always see the devotees or anything related to ISKCON, I had a positive thing there. Anything else anybody wants to add? Okay. Srila Prabhupada ki, Grantaraj Chaitanya Charitamrita ki. Hare Krishna, it's a difficult verse.